Today I was just talking about my stories. Uh, because the Satan groups is belong to the Joel Austin, Joel and Lakewood, and who related Lakewood, the world's biggest and battery maker ATL, and we also called that company the Gunganting, and police officers and highest uh, organization. However, the Lakewood is just something like Satan group's church. They are the group's member is most familiar about the Reality Bible. And what is the Reality Bible? The human society history. Our human society history is Reality Bible. And the Satan group just and how can I say? They are depending on some of the they are on sinners people, and they knowing that, and after they dead, they cannot enter the heavenly Father's house. Also, they do not like the heavenly Father's house because the heavenly Father's house is just no king, no great people, no general in heavenly Father. There is only the and even if the farmer, even if the police officer, even if the scientist, even if the and the factory worker, they are all of them is just the same position in heavenly Father houses. They are just working for self. Definitely, they are not nothing for working. Another also they are nothing for working for something like great people also something like who is the Apple's manager. They are not working for Apple's manager. They are working for improve themselves because the university consists of the thousands of stars, and every stars have characteristics. Some stars very beautiful, very big. Some stars almost and close depth. Some stars are how can I say most beautiful in the sky. And every stars is created by the star people. And also the Earth definitely in current moment it is easy, difficult to life because the nobody against the Satan groups. Nobody wanted to help in the Heavenly Father Jesus. Who is Jesus? Who is Jesus? The natural environment is Jesus. The tree, stone, and ground, water, all of those is belong to Jesus. Heavenly Father created the world, so the animal also belongs to Jesus. And definitely the animal is suffering from the death because the animal only the purpose of the life reason is that and they are eaten by the people. They are eaten by the people. Those kind of the dolls created by Joel, and he created and damaged the orbs and dolls. So and Joel just and creating some of the and animal meat country, and all of the country people eating the beef, eating the pig, eating the and rabbit. Uh, not so all, because the Joel's group is just not average people. They are a special group. Joel just say that I'm not average, and I'm not average. So who is the average? Who is the average? Number seven is average. The poker game consists of the and 15 cards from A to 13, and sub king and the king. So the 7 is just average. The 7 is just average. Who is the 7? The Akatsuki's behind the leader, the Nagato, who is average people. Because apparently he is very great, because he has a special power to damage the, how can I say, something like a QB, a Kumio, but he is just average people. The Nagato is historical people, and the human history is everybody knows who is Nagato. And the 12th disciple of the Jesus, the number 12. Number 12 is number 7, Nagato. Why the Nagato becoming the last? Becoming the last reason is the probably the Nagato destroyed the Joyous and the Satan Church. In that reason, Joel, France, the France and North Korea, the Taiwan is just let the Nagato's name in last, and he is a devil. He is devil. He is a most great Satan. He is the resource of the evil. Definitely, he is a resource of the evil for Joel's church, for Joel's and the Samsung Kuchin, Samsung water business. In that reason, when I was elementary school, not elementary school, when I was in the year of the, maybe year of the 7, and my houses and the cow is just was roasted. Who and still my house's cow is I don't know, but I remember that in current moment and in the reflection theory and implication, who the Joel, the Ilshu, the Joel, his and Korean name is Ilshu, and the Ilshu I just and still dip my house's cow and let the cow in a mountain. The cow, my house's cow, is just becoming the martyr because there is no water and no food. The cow is after 10 days, probably 10 days after, the cow is founded something of the countryside people, maybe on the Joel telling some people the mountain has a cow, but we found the cow, and I don't know, because the beside of the cow, a small and the cow also born on the my house cow, but something reason my father is not in house in that day, so the Joel is come to my house, and he trying to help the cow, but the cow is just something like not working, something like he just injection something special drugs against the cow, and after the injection the cow is just and coming to close death. The cow is the face is very show the very thorough and very uncomfortable space after injection special drugs. Also the Joel using the big knife and cut through the my house is cow. He say it is too enough because the cow is almost close dead, but nobody can heal him, heal the cow. So in front of me, Joel just killed my house cow. When I was 7 years old. Probably I don't know and why the Satan group's church trying to persecute me, something like doing the blood science experiment more than 25 years. But the reason is that because who damaged Joel's business and reputation. Before 2 months, the Joel's reputation will be the more greater than the Joe Biden, something of the Bill Gates, because the Joel becoming the United States' Heavenly Father's first disciples. So also Joel has a very big business chain, something like a water temple business. The water temple business is Samsung's and Xi'an manufacturing semiconductor. This is number one. But number two, who is number two and the water temple business? Probably the Nanjing TSMC and the manufacturing factor. Because the Nanjing TSMC and manufacturing factor, in front of the factory, there has a lakewood. And the shape is very close to the Roman countries and Caesar's countries, something like that. And water providing the temple. And number three, and the water temple business, maybe the Arizona TSMC's and biggest factory, which factory close to the South Americans border, and Mexican, also the Argentina, also the next close to the California, the most population in United States. The California also maybe all the half of the people have identification, because a lot of the California's citizens do not have identification card. So they are the illegal stay in the United States. If they are catched by something of the Jewish police officer, they are becoming the pig who had printed the serial number of the Samsung kitchens and food. Because from the networking search, Google search, the tornado almost and catch the few thousands of the no identified people, and there are press them the people and cut out of the hair, out of the human hair, and naked them, and something like printed something like serial number of the white pig and kitchen on a head of the behind of the head. And out of the no identified people becoming the joyous church members and Samsung kitchen. Why the France and Michelin's Samsung kitchen only has the white color desk, only has and the white color desk on the white color on the shutter? Because they knowing that they are just blessing the kitchen's people, kitchen's animal. I am the God. I blessing all of those dead who for our food and our delicious food. Because the joy just blessing the those people. Joel is coming. Joel is coming. Joel just preaching out of the death for her groups, his groups, uh, friends, Samson Kuchin. Who is the TSMC? Who is the TSM? Everybody knows TSM. What is a TSM and passcode? What is a T? 3. The Tangguochang, the Eustace and number 3. Number 3. Number 3, his name is Chen Chongjun. He is the second charger of the Lakewood Church. The Chen Chongjun is the second charger of the Lakewood Church, and his name is Tang Guoqiang, the theoretical and Chinese Mao Zedong. The Kunshan Party's founder is we call the Tang Guoqiang. He is the Kunshan Party's founder. Who is the Kunshan Party's founder? The Lakewood Church is the second man, and who is Chen Chongjun? Number 3. And the TSM's T is 3. And SM, what is the SM? Sum, and 3 sum. What is the 3 sum group in Taiwan? Is it just gang members groups, the killing people's members groups? And the 3 sum group is just Toyota related, and Yamaguchi groups boss, whose name is the Toyota boss, whose name is the TSM, and 3 sum group. We call the Toyotas and the Chinese character 3-in-1. 3-in-1 is Apple's formula. 3-in-1. Phone, networking devices, and MP3. So the 3-in-1 and the Apple's 3-in-1, the theoretical Apple's core, Apple group's core is and TSM 3 sum group. 3-in-1. So the Samsung is just the Yamaguchi group's gang member. Toyota is the Foxconn and Foxconn, and we call the Foxconn, and the Toyota is the Foxconn, and how can I say, the Foxconn, the Toyota is just charge of the Apple products manufacturing process. And the Apple's the core of the Apple, we call the 3 sum groups, and TSM 3 sum core we call TSMC, and the TSMC is a theoretical dangerous and group. They created Arizona. The Arizona also almost close the sand. There is no water, so the manufacturing of the TSMC just creating the special water using the California and the Mexican people. They are just creating the beautiful water for providing the new Xi'an in the Arizona. This is purpose of the Lakewood Church. This is Lakewood Church's purpose. And what is the Kyushu in Japan, the who map on the TSMC's and circle mark the beach places also have a Kyushu, and Kyushu and North Korea, um, Australia, something of the Western Australia. Uh, Western Australia, there are a lot of the gold material. Western Australia is source of the gold material. So, what is the TSMC's strongest points? Why Warren Buffett is almost trying to buying the Apple company and the TSMC and IBM, the three groups. But similarly, apparently there are no any special points, but something like TSMC's strong point is the manufacture semiconductors and the line printing the material, because the semiconductor consists of the smallest diode and the smallest transistor, and the between the transistor just linked something like a very thinner and thinner, and the Steve Jobs and the team and the Tim Cook just mentioned it, and the thinner and the lighter and the thinner and the lighter iPhone, thinner and lighter the iPad, something like that. So the thinner and the lighter and conductivity material is the key, and semiconductors and the nanotechnologies and formula. This is the why the Intel cannot and generating the something like and 5 nanometer also the 5 nanometer below the thinner and smaller the transistor printing. The core technology is probably not the transistor printing. This is the problem is the line material, circuit line, because the circuit line becoming the thinner and smaller. The resistance is the key, and key the mathematics and formula, because the resistor because the thinner line causing the very unstable resistance. If something somewhere happening the high resistance, the line will be burst. The line will be damaged by the EOS, something like a surge current, surge and voltage. In that reason, and Intel cannot launch the smallest and thinner manufacturing process for semiconductor. Probably the U.S. government just trying to damage the Intel manufacturing, semiconductor manufacturing, and the process, because if TSMC just generating the very and tunable and 2 nanometers and semiconductor process, but Intel there has a now special material, because only the special material causing from the gold 24K gold. You know, the 24K gold, the material is very and very expensive, and it is not too easy to manufacturing the something electronic devices, because the materials cost is very high costs. Probably the water temple business is Samsung, France, Michelin food. Also, they are generating the 24K gold from the human material, human inner material. I don't know. I definitely found something like close to gold, something like gold, something like gold materials on a and on a stone of the this, you know, this is something like sunshine, something like brighten, something like gold materials. You may see the material, probably the gold material. You everybody can know. The Japan's and this stone is not a natural stone. It's created by something of the human bone, something like human meat, something like that kind of material. So those material, I don't know. This is I guarantee this is not and natural and stone. So this reason why the and gold is the golden material for manufacturing, the semiconductor manufacturing. You can maybe decappaging the TSMC's Apple and IC, and you may see the line, all of those and special line and consist of the water temples gold. Also the western areas, Australia, the gold source of the Australia, the western area. The TSMC's mark is the map of the human. Also the darkest place is something like water temple businesses and resource, and I see something like North Korea and Australia. Also the something like the Amazon's special groups. I don't know, Skull and Bones, the group created by the Amazon, Brazil Amazon. But because the Intel is very Intel and Wolfspeed is face a very dangerous situation, because if Intel and Wolf rebounded from the closed depth, because the Wolf almost closed depth, and the Intel also half depth by the U.S. government, something like Joe Biden's manufacturing in the United States, something like that kind of the formula. So the TSMC biggest manufacturing building from the Arizona, and there's a company with threatened the Intel's and how can I say, the legal business, the illegal business, just trying to damage the U.S. and the European company, something like and Micron, and something like Western Digital, and something like the out of the Wolfspeed is almost invested $100 against the world global. Also, Global Foundry will be dead by the TSMC formula, because out of the Global Foundry and the Intel Wolfspeed only using the natural and the technology, trying to and overtaking the TSMC. But it is I think it is unbelievable, because the gold, the key is the gold. But another resource may come from the wavy and damaged and gold line semiconductor. The material we call the silver, and the number 2 we call the silver, and the silver is the maybe not the price is something like 10 time of the gold. So maybe the Shiba's price will rocket high in next 5 years. I will buy the Shiba to replace the TSMC and the Samsung's and the dangerous water temple groups and the human needs business. The Samsung groups also and the charge of the LCD, not screen business, high quality and the screen business comes with the Samsung and the Samsung group. And high quality of the and semiconductor manufacturing group come from TSMC. So the damaged two group, and who is the SK Hynix behind the manufacturing? The TSMC, 3SUN group also, and trying to manufacturing the SK Hynix bandwidth memory, and providing the something like NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom, something like that kind of but the price only the probably 70%, 60% of the Micron, because Micron DRAM and the SSDs, the quality is maybe quality is so not good, but the price is maybe 1.5 times of the Samsung and the SK Hynix and the SSD and the DRAM. In that reason, the Apple and all past 15 years, 100% shield the Micron's memory and Micron's SSD. But the PC manufacturing trying to helping the Micron to overtaking the Samsung memory and SK Hynix, who behind the SK Hynix TSM's manufacturing technologies. The reason and out of the, how can I say, US related, Windows related PC company even not launching one single moment of the smartphone. Why? Why they not launch the smartphone? The key is the Samsung's and burst accident.